Today, I'm going to let you in on a little secret of how to improve your algo trading. I'm Champion Trader Kevin Davey. Let's get started. Okay, today I'm going to give you just one tip that will help you create better, profitable algo trading strategies. It's pretty simple, but most people kind of overlook it or dismiss it. I'm telling you, if you follow this, your trading is going to get better, and it could start getting better today. What is it? It's called the Holy Grail. Most people search for it. If you don't know what it is, what the Holy Grail is, so the background on the Holy Grail, it's basically a religious object. I don't know if it's a statue or, something that's encrusted with gold and that kind of thing. But throughout history, people have looked for it. And, having it would give you the secrets of life and all this other stuff. And so people think it'll solve all their problems. And that's what a Holy Grail trading strategy is. It would solve all your trading problems. And you could just trade it and collect the money and be happy. So a lot of people think that's out there and that it exists. Well, the secret is it doesn't exist. It's not out there. And once you realize that and fully embrace it and stop looking for it, your trading's going to get a whole lot better. The Holy Grail today kind of takes shape as the flavor of the day. And here's some of the old flavors of the day with the new one. Price action, genetic algorithms, machine learning, order flow. Those have all been around. And now everybody's talking about AI. AI can do everything. AI can trade for you. These are AI bots and blah, blah, blah. All that is throwing at you what sounds like a holy grail. Ooh, AI, artificial intelligence. That's gotta be a good way to trade. The thing is, for most people, that won't work, and none of these things will work because you're trying to attain perfection, and that's what you need to get away from. So the flavor of the day really is just a search for the Holy Grail. And as soon as you realize that and get away from that, you're going to be much better off. Because most people just spend their whole trading career wandering. It's like you're in a desert and you're looking for that little oasis. Most people never find it. And guess what? The people who don't become skeletons. And that's what can happen to your trading. So you really, really have to stop doing this. Stop looking for the Holy Grail. So here's a really good example of how people look for the Holy Grail in their trading and why they need to stop. So look at these equity curves. Are these good enough for you to trade? Would you be happy with them? Well, I've surveyed people. I've showed a lot of traders and wannabe traders these equity curves. And most of them say, nope, these aren't good enough. You might say, why? Why is that? Well, there's some points there. There's those drawdown periods I have circled. There's the change in slope of the equity curve. Some people say, oh, that's important because the strategy's starting to fail because the slope's not getting good. They'll come up with all sorts of reasons why each of these is not good enough. But the thing is, they are good enough. And when you trade them together in a portfolio, they balance each other out and they can actually be pretty good together. So dismissing decent looking equity curves, yeah, they're not the Holy Grail. Holy Grail would be a straight line. But like I said, the Holy Grail doesn't exist. So trading strategies that are good enough, just not great, that's what you should focus on. Okay? So all those strategies are good enough. And when you properly test and you properly develop a strategy, You'll get curves that look like that are realistic, that have drawdowns, that have flat periods. That's what most algo strategies have. People have this misconception that algo strategies have to make money every day. That's not necessarily true. The key is when you put them in a portfolio together, that's when the real magic happens, because they tend to balance each other out. If they are uncorrelated strategies, especially if they're uncorrelated markets, there's obviously a science behind all that, how you know and how you figure that out. Don't have time to talk about it here, but that's what you got to aim for. Because this is kind of what you get when you trade a portfolio. So this is just 5 strategies, but if you kept adding strategies, the curve would get smoother and smoother. Now, it never gets totally smooth because you're always going to have some drawdowns, but the idea is the more strategies you trade, they should balance each other out and give you a smoother equity curve. And that's the whole point. The Holy Grail is really looking for that back test where, hey, it made money every day for the last 20 years. This is great. It never loses. That's a perfect back test. The point here is you can succeed with less than perfect back tests. And that's what I'm telling you to do. Don't look for the Holy Grail. And stop trying to create a perfect back test. If you do that, and you start doing that today, and you change your mindset of what is good and what is acceptable, you're going to be much better off, and you're going to be a lot happier as a trader. Well, hopefully this video helped you out. If it did, thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment. What do you think? Am I full of it? Let me know. I respond to all comments. Except the spam ones. They get filtered out. But you have a real comment, I'm going to reply. I'm Champion Trader Kevin Davey. Have a great trading day.